We're in Yogyakarta on the island of Java in Indonesia. This city is a food paradise and we're here to eat, so let's get food hunting.
The city of Jogjakarta, often regarded as the cultural heart of Java, has a phenomenal food culture. This is the 7th video in our 9-part video series from Indonesia, and we're hunting down Jogjakarta's best food. In this video, we're taking you to where the locals eat. Watch out for local specialties Satay Klathak, goat bone stew, Rojak with homemade ice cream, Javanese noodles cooked over charcoal, and warming wedang ronde. You don't want to miss this video. Get ready for some incredible food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
Jogjakarta, or Jogja as it's known by the locals, is often regarded as the cultural capital of Java. It's got a really strong food culture, and you can find a ton of really special local traditional foods here. So we're here at our first stop for one of these items, and we're eating Satay Klathak, which is a goat satay.
I've just been filming all the work going on in the kitchen before we grab some food, and oh my god, the smell is unreal. So you've got all the satay sitting on the grill here, and you've got all the meat being butchered right there behind me and being put on the skewers, and it looks so fresh. It's such a beautiful color, the meat.
Our goat feast has arrived, and it looks and smells awesome. So let me talk you through what we've got. We've got the Satay Klathak. So satay are grilled meat skewers. So this is goat meat, and then we've also got a whole bunch of bones, and this dish is called tengkleng. So we've got goat shank and then also some ribs in there. We've got some rice to mop up all of the gravy that the satay has come with, and then we've got some sort of sauce here which I think must be made up of soy. There's some shallots, and I think I can see some chili in there. Now Satay Klathak, it's called that because Klathak is the Javanese word for cooking over an open fire. And these satay are pretty different to what you might usually find here in Indonesia. They're pretty plain, so in terms of seasoning, they're only seasoned with salt and pepper. And what's really unique about these ones is that they are threaded, well, the meat is threaded onto metal bicycle spokes or skewers. And they use metal skewers so that the meat cooks really evenly throughout. The meat looks so beautifully cooked, so you can see there's some charred smoky bits where it's been over that charcoal, that high heat. So I'm just going to take the skewer and put it into that sauce, and let's give it a taste. Holy moly, that is so good. The meat is really juicy and full of flavour, and because it's just been so lightly salted, you can really taste the flavour of that goat. It's really juicy. It just bursts in your mouth with flavour, and it's got a really, really stunning smoky taste as well because it's been cooked over that high heat over those charcoals. I'm just going to grab some of this gravy that came with the satay and pour it over my rice, and then I'm going to take some of that meat off that skewer and then get a big mouthful like that. And I might also put a bit of this, I think it might be sweet soy sauce, so ketchup, mayonnaise, and then there's some shallots in there, some raw shallots, so get a bit of that and eat it like this. So rice, gravy, meat, and then that sauce. I cannot tell you how delicious this meal is. The rice has soaked up all of that gravy. The gravy was really light and thin. Has a little bit of a chili flavour, and I think it's got turmeric in it because it's yellow in colour. And then that darker sauce, so it's a sweet soy, but it's very spicy as well. It's got a really strong hit of chili. And then there's a freshness from those raw shallots. This is insanely delicious.
I want to rip into this side dish that we got, this tengkleng, and this is one heck of a side. It's a massive pile of bones, and out the front, the wok is just packed with bones and a whole lot of offal, and there's lots of fat going in there. Just all the bits that are left over from the goat, it looks like. Once they've got the meat for the satay skewers, they then just chuck it in this huge wok with spices and stew it. So it's sitting on the charcoal, and the meat looks incredibly tender. Like, look at this piece of backbone and the ribs sticking off, and just a little bit of meat clinging to those ribs. Oh, yum! I'm gonna try and get some more off that bone. Oh, you've got to suck all the meat off. The meat's actually got a bit of texture to it. It's not just fall apart tender, but it's very soft. And the flavor's nice, it's quite sweet. There's quite a lot of chili, it looks like, in there, but it's not spicy at all. It's just a nice sweetness. Oh, the meat is so good. I've already had some of the satay, and that's got that beautiful, the flavor of the goat because it's not been marinated or anything. This actually still has the flavor of the goat, though this has been very marinated, so it's sitting, stewing in that liquid with lots of herbs and spices, but it's still got a meatiness to it. That is good. So that bowl is going to be incredible to rip into. You can see how many different bits we've got there. It looks like a knee joint, a whole lot of ribs. There's all sorts going on there, so we'll be able to suck all the meat off those bones. That's a real Jogja specialty, that dish, and wow, that was worth hunting down. So we're out in a kampung actually, so a little bit outside the city. A kampung is a village, so you can see the rice paddies right behind me, all that cooking going on right on the street. That was an incredible meal, really good restaurant. Now we're jumping in a car and we're going to go find some more food.
We've come back into the heart of Jogja, and it's really, really hot today, so we're going to get something to eat to cool us down.
Stopped at this little street stand for a Rojak. So that's a fruit salad, but they come in many different ways. Some have spicy sort of peanut sauce on top. This one though has homemade ice cream piled on top. So you can see the Rojak underneath, the fruit salad. It's in a lot of liquid, and then this pink ice cream piled on top. And so there's a whole lot of different fruit in here. I think pineapple, maybe some mango, I think some cucumber, so some sort of vegetables as well. Let's just get some ice cream and some fruit. Oh, it's a bit spicy. So there's a really good bit of chili in there. So this is not sort of a sweet fruit salad. This is more of a savory dish, and that's why it's interesting that it's got ice cream on top. The ice cream's actually quite light. I'm just going to have some of the ice cream by itself, see if I can get what flavor that is. Strawberry, I think, but not very strong in flavor. Let's go for a whole lot more. I want to get a lot of that nice salad and a lot of that ice cream. Oh, yes, the chilies. The heat from the chilies is so good. There's all the sweetness from the juices from the fruit, and then obviously the cold ice cream, which is also sweet. So you've got a real sweet and spicy combination going on. It's super refreshing. That's really good. And I love this little street cart just on the side of the road. People are lined up on their plastic stools, smashing back some ice cream in a spicy Rojak.
We went back to our hotel to chill out for a bit after that rojak and ice cream, and now we've come out for dinner, and there are some delicious nighttime street eats to be had, and we are going to eat some Javanese noodles as our first stop. We've come to a really popular local spot for noodles tonight, and this place is actually a street food cart, but they've sort of exploded with popularity, and there's a ton of seating, so there's some table seating, and then also, as is really popular in Jogja, the restaurant has set up a bunch of woven mats just all around the place, on the ground, in the car park, under the trees, across the road, and we're sitting on one of these woven mats with our feast in front of us. So let me talk you through what we've got. This here is the bakmi godog campur, so it's a mixed noodle soupy dish, and then over here is the magelangan, which is a rice and noodle dish. It's being stir-fried in the wok. We've got a bowl of pickled cucumber and carrot, and then a whole bunch of fresh chilies here. I'm gonna get into this bakmi godog first. So there's a bunch of things in here. I can see some yellow noodles, some bihun or vermicelli, there's some cabbage, there's chicken, here's some egg, and then some fried shallots, and it's all sort of wallowing in this broth or this creamy looking soup. So let's just try and get a bit of a mouthful going. Alright. It's a little bit awkward. Okay. It's really good. Really simple flavors. The chicken has a lot of bite, so a lot of texture and chew. Those noodles have soaked up some of that broth, so they're really soft and sort of slurpable. And then that cabbage has still got a bit of crunch. And then the broth itself is sort of a like a concentrated chicken soup. It's really flavoursome. This is gonna go down a treat.
Check out this magelangan. It just looks super good. So this is a mix of rice and noodles. So it's like a fried rice and a fried noodles put together, and I loved watching them making all the dishes up the front. They had a really cool setup for a street food cart. So normally a street food cart, pretty small, one wok on the go or one hot plate. Because this place is so big, has so many seats, they have 4 woks on the go at once. So there's almost different stages of prep in each wok. So the first wok, they're heating the oil, chucking the eggs in, and then the second wok, they're adding more and more ingredients until it gets to the 4th wok in the line, and that's when the serious ingredients go in. So your chicken, your rice, your noodles, or whatever, depending on what dish is being made. Once that's served up, wok number 4 basically goes back to position 1. So the woks are just constantly rotating, with the first prep happening in wok 1, working their way through to wok 4, and it's really cool to watch. It's like a military operation. They're just churning through the cooking. But I gotta eat this. I gotta stop talking and just eat because it looks so good, golden from the wok. Oh, wow. Oh, that is good. It's got some very similar things to Sheena's. So the fried shallots on top, a little bit of, I think, Chinese celery, and then a little bit of chili in there. I can see some chicken as well in this one, some eggs, some very similar ingredients, but obviously a dry dish because it's just fried. And that is so good. It's not oily, it's not taken on all the oil from the wok. And the flavor is incredible. The chili isn't too spicy, but you know what? I reckon that these pickled cucumbers are gonna go really well with this. So let's just pop a whole load of them on there, and then have some with the pickled cucumber. Oh, and I've got some chicken skin in this mouthful. Oh, that chicken skin. Super oily, beautiful flavor. And those pickles are great. Really crunchy, really tangy from obviously being pickled in vinegar and a bit of sugar, so they're sweet as well. Gives a nice sweetness to the dish. Oh, that is so good. I'm gonna follow it up with a chili. So this huge bowl of chili. So let's just grab a nice big one, and you can just munch on these between mouthfuls. Whole chili, seeds. Oh, those are spicy. I'm gonna definitely need those pickles with that. Oh, so the fresh chilies are full on. They're really, really spicy. Just smash me in the mouth. There's a massive burst of heat. And then the chili in the dish now actually tastes quite sweet compared to that fresh one. Oh, this is a very good dish.
To wash down our noodles, I have ordered a tapai. So tapai is a fermented glutinous rice or cassava. In this case, it is fermented glutinous rice, so that's the green stuff. And then to make the drink, they have just added sugar and then some hot water. And I absolutely love tapai. We ate a lot of it when we were in Malaysia, but the way that it was sold there was it was wrapped in a banana leaf, and you just eat it as a snack, so just a little portion of the fermented rice as a snack. But in this case, here in Indonesia, they have popped that little parcel of rice into a drink. So I'm really curious to see what it tastes like. It's really good. So the tapai tastes almost alcoholic in its flavour because it's been fermenting. And then it's just like a really unique, almost tingly sensation on the tongue. It's really good. It's time for something sweet, and we're going to eat ronde. Ronde is a dessert, and it's made up of glutinous rice dumplings and a sweet ginger soup. Selamat malam.
Selamat malam.
Ronde satu, terima kasih.
The most amazing thing about this ronde, so this dessert we've just ordered, is the smell. As soon as we walked up to the street cart, the smell of ginger just hit us thick in the face. Beautiful, sweet ginger smell. And that's from the soup. So this very thin, watery soup is a ginger-based soup, and it smells amazing. But inside there, the pink things are palm fruits. And then you've got a whole lot of bread, so little pieces of white bread diced up. There's some peanuts hiding under there. There's a peanut right in the middle. And then that is a sticky rice ball. So there's a couple of sticky rice balls in there. So I'm just going to try a little bit of that ginger soup actually. Oh, yum. It's really strong in the ginger, so it really hits you in the throat. That is super good. That'd be good if you had a cold. That would really clear out your sinuses. And it's a little bit sweet as well. It's delicious. Let's just spoon up a bit of everything. So a whole lot of bread, some of that palm fruit, and a peanut. Wow. Oh, the bread. Oh, that's making my eyes water. That ginger is so strong. That's beautiful. But the bread has soaked it all up. And so as I bit into the bread, it just burst. So I had a lot of soup anyway on the spoon, and then it just burst in my mouth. Now I got to try a one of those rice balls. So got a sticky rice ball. Oh, I just crunched down on a peanut. Beautiful roasted peanut flavor. The rice ball is really soft. It's sticky, but it's actually quite soft. It breaks up really easily. That's good. It's not too sweet. The ginger flavor is incredibly good. And just the smell of it. Like I said, as soon as we walked up to the stand, the smell just hits you, and it is such a great smell. I love ginger flavored things. This totally nails it. That flavor is so good. I thought there was something inside that dumpling when I bit in, but I couldn't pick it because of the ginger flavor. So I bit the second one in half, and there's a little peanut hiding in there, so it just adds that extra bit of nuttiness to it. This is great, and these stalls are a nighttime thing only, so they roll out in the evening. Once that sun goes down, all these stalls come rolling out onto the street, and it is very, very tasty. Another incredible day of eating here in Jogja. We've filmed a bunch of videos, so check out the rest of our videos from here and from all over Indonesia.
Remember to hit that subscribe button. After Indonesia, we head to South Korea, so there are tons more food videos to come. Leave a comment down below. We love to hear from you. Give this video a huge thumbs up. And if you want to support more Chasing a Plate content, check out our Patreon page. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Jumpa lagi!
Jumpa lagi!